Cloud and wireless headphones. Here's a couple of best wireless headsets. Okay. I'm not really a big expert on like headsets themselves, so whatever anybody put in here is probably pretty good. I'm new to the call center world and would love some recommendations on wireless headphones that are compatible with Genesys. I was told to specifically not use Bluetooth. I do believe a regular dongle would be fine. I'm looking for something around $100 over the ear cuffs. If anyone has that, recommend. Yeah, like I mentioned, I'm not a big expert on headsets. Probably solid advice not to use Bluetooth. It's really just going to come in as an input on the computer, and Genesys Cloud is basing off of WebRTC based in the browser, so it's really just going to be pulling from what is going to be your default like input and then output settings, so you can change those differently. Obviously within the communications box you can go in and set up an audio profile, switch that up if you want to make it different. I do know what's interesting about the Genesys Cloud configuration just from like the developer perspective and being under the hood with it. There is like specific user things that get stored about Jabra. I don't know how it has to deal with. I think there is some sort of a URL that can be specific to Jabra to kind of enhance features. So that gives me the inclination that there is a heavy support for the Jabra type headsets. So may look in their library, see if there's anything in there. I know they can be a little expensive, so not sure about the $100 one. We could look at it. I mean, why not? Why don't we just go look at it? So, Jabra headset. Let's see what we got. Ask me again in 3 days. That's fine. Okay, Jabra. Let's see what's going on here. Let's just do the necessary. Okay, professional headsets. See the range. Okay. So here's some. Oof. That's not going to be in that $100 range. They look nice though. This is the word I kind of know a lot more about, where it's like one headset and just kind of the microphone that swoops down. Okay, here we're getting a little bit closer to like the $100. Let's see, what is the format of this? I wonder if it's like Jabra evolved to engineered lightweight. Evolved to. Okay, we're still not getting like many specific. I hate when websites do this now. Just tell me the specs, but I get it. Everybody else is like wanting their kind of AI fluffed marketing in here. Okay, well I see a USB there. Okay, so it's USB-C because that must be a USB-A dongle if you need it. All right. Well, that's the specs we got so far. All right. Can I connect it? Yes, you can choose. Okay. Does it have a jack? No. Okay. I prefer everything USB these days. I mean, 3.5 was nice, just because of how universal it was, but let's just move you. It takes up another port, I know with a couple of machines I've got here, I mostly operate off a laptop, so I am at a point where I really do want an efficiency of ports. So, okay, let's do this. Let's go look at Genesys Cloud headset compatibility. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what we got here. This is going to be in their community posts. Headset compatibility. I know that generally, like, you're going to go to like the resource center for these type of questions, but let's see what the community says. Yeah, Jabra, boom. Yeah, I mean, I use a lot of poly headsets back when they were Polycom. I mean, Interactive Intelligence had like feature support for Polycom, so Polycom's always been one that is going to sit in there as doing well. A lot of times somebody from Genesys, will come in and actually give a link. We do not fully support the managed phones. Okay, yeah. I was saying, eventually I'm gonna get to somewhere that's gonna take me over the resource center. What memories? No thanks. Okay, managed phones, models, features matrix. SIP managed phones. Yeah, I mean, this is for registering into cloud. So yeah, there may not like give specific recommendations for like headsets. Yeah, because see, like Jabra's not even listed here. What if I just in the resource center I search Jabra? get? Configure Jabra headset. Okay. Maybe we get some... Maybe some sort of supported list. But let's see what we say. Okay, configure a Jabra headset. Genesys Cloud supports Jabra headset. You can use Jabra as well. Embedded clients. Yeah, I mean, it's mostly going to be running through the WebRTC. So Genesys Cloud does not search as in other browsers. Oh, okay. Yeah, WebRTC supports the built-in controls for Jabra headsets. Answer call, hang up, put a call on hold, remove from call, mute a call, return a call. Available call controls depend on the capabilities of your particular Jabra headset model. Jabra headset. Okay. Bluetooth Jabra headsets connected via the computer's internal Bluetooth do not support call control capabilities. Okay, so there we go. Point against Bluetooth. Yeah. WebRTC phone is how you must connect your Jabra headset or a Jabra USB Bluetooth headset adapter. Yeah, so let's see if anything comes unique to Jabra. Because sidebar calls, that's going to be very unique. So phone details, settings, phone settings panel opens, any audio controls, name, profile box. Connect your headset to USB port on a computer. Click yes. In the microphone, speaker boxes, verify your headset appears as the default selection. Okay, I'm not really seeing anything specific to Jabra, but I swear there was something at one point in time that I saw in API documentation about like a Jabra parameter that sits on like phones. Let's just see. Okay, Genesys Cloud Developer Center. Let's see what we can get. If I go to the API Explorer, fine, save. And I go to the API Explorer and let's search for Jabra. Let's see if we get anything. Maybe it was like in the CLI and I ran like an export of users. So it was probably so it's not going to show an API Explorer because it's not going to give all response. I wish API Explorer would do that. It doesn't necessarily in API Explorer give you all the example parameters that you're going to receive back. They'll document like response codes, so 200, like 201, but they don't necessarily always give you like what is going to be the parameters given back. So that's probably why it's not showing there. Interesting. Okay. Let's search in Development Center and see if anything comes up. Nope, just wants to convert. Come on, job. Was it Jabber? Maybe I've been talking incorrectly this entire time. Let's see. Maybe it was. Maybe my mind was confusing like Jabber with the Jabber. Okay, Jab. Oh, now I'm getting so confused. Okay. Yeah, search. Oh, it wants me to pick something stupid. Okay. So we're getting some stuff in maybe. Okay, let's just look at this. Okay, is this okay? Announcements, Jabra Cloud. So this was a couple years ago. Require the WebRTC helper. I think this came along for a lot of the support with screen capture, if I remember right. Or it was it had something to do with WebRTC streaming. Yeah, within VDIs. I remember this. I had a few clients that had VDIs, and we had to set up something for that to operate with that. So okay, what else we got down here? Anyways, getting sidetracked. Okay, Web HID technology for Jabra headsets re-enablement. On December 14th, Jabra released a feature to install Web HID with Jabra headsets in the Chrome web browser. Due to technical issues, Genesys temporarily removed this feature in 2022. Genesys has now re-enabled this feature. With this feature, Genesys Cloud prompts current Jabra headsets users who use the Chrome web browser to use Web HID. Jabra Jabra headsets users who use the desktop app are not affected. For more information, see configure Jabra headsets, features, and features. Okay. All right. Was this just a generic? This is the thing we saw earlier. Yeah. Okay. Well, to our original point. Oh, okay. So this is just. Gotcha. So it is a very generic kind of like headset configuration. It's just every once in a while what we might have is within the Chrome web browser, you're going to get an additional permission pop here. Follow these steps to sidebar settings. Connect the additional permissions required. Click yes. The selected device requires additional permissions in order to use call controls. Okay. So when Chrome displays the web HID connection prompt, select your device and click connect. So, all right. This is basically saying, okay, enabling some of the call controls on the Jabra device. I assume using a protocol of this web HID to then, be able to do your pickup and disconnect on this Jabra headset. So, all right. That big side tangent to basically say, I think you're good to look for Jabras. That would be what I would probably say is like best to go with. Yeah. Okay, let's see what other people said in here. Recently just got the SteelSeries Nova for around $500 on Amazon. The only thing with Bluetooth is you're going to have to remember to keep them charged. But they're pretty comfy. Yeah, I mean, battery life is a very real struggle because especially if you're going to be an auto answer agent and it's just calls are rolling in all day, kind of one after another, and you're not really getting much of a break, that's going to be tough. Okay. Corsair VoIP Pro OS. Didn't know Corsair was making them. Yeah, here's a Jabra. Jabra Evolve 65. That's an older model, but mine is still kicking. I believe the Jabra of any model is compatible across the board. In case you leave a Jabra switch call center software, you should still be able to use it. My headset has gone with me to 4 different jobs, all using something different for calling. So yeah, I mean, again, like it's using more so browser-based compatibility with USB headsets rather than like Genesys Cloud itself. But hey, let's check out this. Okay, yeah, these are around $100. That's a different price than what was listed. Okay, B&H photo. Let's look at this one. Fine, whatever. Okay, Jabra Evolve. I assume they probably have a dongle. You don't necessarily, or USB-C. Okay, yeah. I think that's what we were seeing on the Jabra site. So, we got any other cool pictures of this thing? Nope, that's it. All right. 109. I think that would probably be pretty solid. Does it have any call controls? On-ear controls. Okay. So yeah, you might be able to, if you're doing, I don't know, maybe there's that audio. That could be pickup disconnect. I have to test it out myself. But that is probably a good way to go about it. Okay. Let's go back over here. Yeah, I would. It seems like this is what mostly people are saying, anyways, is to go the Jabra route. Probably hard, to go too hard on that. Okay. Howdy. Oh, headset advisor. That's actually a person. How much you want to bet they're involved with Yealink? Extra long range, yeah. Let's see. Let's do a little deep dive here. See if this is somebody work from home. Over here, Yealink. Yep, Yealink. Wonder if this person has an affiliation with anything. Let's see if we can find anything that suggests that's not Yealink. Yealink. All right, here's some mention of, or commented 6 days ago. Okay, so they're at least advising some things other than Yealink, but Oh, they went into the Polycom thread to say some stuff. Okay. Yeah, good for them. All right. So maybe, you know, a little bit more legit, but something, I don't know. I have not really seen Yealink much in the enterprise world as far as VoIP phones. I've always seen them as kind of being supported in a lot of different VoIP phone environments, just never really used them myself. So, but again, I was in a very like confined to either like registering Polycom phones or interacting with Cisco phones. So I just don't really know much about other brands.